Hello, Internet. My name is Roro. Welcome to my channel. Recently, I've been trying to achieve some goals, and I've realized along the way that my approach was not exactly the best to actually achieve my goals. So, I just wanted to talk about what I've been doing to try to do this. So, let's get into it. So, first of all, having a goal, a specific goal, is not always a good thing because that goal is not something that you have full control of potentially. For example, I make YouTube videos, and if I decided in my head I wanted to get a certain amount of views or a certain amount of subscribers by a certain time or on a certain video, that's not a really good goal to have because you're probably not going to achieve it. Or if you do achieve it, it's not because of you doing anything necessarily. It's just because of other people. You don't have control of other people watching your video or, you know, what have you. I try to stay away from any goal that is reliant on other people. So the way to sort of flip that is to be like, I want to make a certain amount of videos and upload them by this time. So for me, I make a video every week. So that's my goal, is to just make a video every week. And whatever happens after that, I really don't have any say in. But what I do have say in is making my videos as good as possible, which is what I try to do. I try to at least just talk about something as honestly as I can and express it and just get it out in a way that makes sense to me and hopefully makes sense to you. Willpower is something that exists, but I think it exists in moments of more extreme moments, if that makes sense. Like in a moment of actual need, I think willpower can work, but in general, I don't think that willing yourself to do something is really the way to do it, because if you don't want to do something, you shouldn't really do it. But it all depends. You know, that can come off incorrect as well. But people say all the time, "Oh, I've been playing video games all day and I really shouldn't. I should like do this, I should do that, I should be more productive." But it's like, if you're getting joy out of playing that game and you're playing it because you're not getting joy from other parts of your life, if you just remove that game from your life, it's not going to be a good time. You know, you got to replace it with something that is somewhat the same and you get a similar amount of joy from it. As much as we like to think that we're okay with just like doing what we need to do and just like kind of keeping our heads down and doing it, that's not a really healthy way to live life. And that's not a fun way to live life. And sure, life's not always supposed to be fun, but if you have a say in your life being fun and you can make it more fun, you're going to do that, you know? The human brain is very strange, and obviously I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a philosopher or anything like that. But the more I learn about the brain, the more I realize it's not really that much different than like a computer or a car or anything like that. Maintenance and preventative things go a long way. So you got to keep up with yourself in little increments on a semi-regular basis instead of trying to do these like big overhaul changes. You know what I'm saying? Like if you take care of your engine in your car and you're like changing the oil, doing all that stuff, it's going to last a lot longer if you're keeping up with it. Or you could just ignore it, just drive your car, do whatever you want, but then you're going to have to pay a bunch of money to like replace your engine if it breaks. You know what I mean? Same thing with even like a hard drive. Like if you have a 2 terabyte hard drive and it's just full of stuff, if you're going through regularly and cleaning it out and making sure that there's always space available, then it's gonna be a lot easier to use that drive for longer. But if you just let it fill up and then you either just get a new one or you have to deal with all of it at the end when it's full and you're going through every file trying to figure out what you can delete, that's going to take way longer. It's not going to be as enjoyable. You know what I mean? And you're going to get to that finish line way sooner than you would if you were keeping it cleaned up the whole way. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, I just think in general, people are way harder on themselves than they need to be when it comes to achieving things, because if you're alive and you're trying, you're doing the right thing. So don't really worry about it too much. That's at least the mentality that I've been trying to adopt recently, because I'm just so hard on myself with things I don't need to be, with things that are, in the grand scheme of things, not that big of a deal and wouldn't take that much difference for me to change. Like, it's not like it seems like I need to change my entire lifestyle, but I really don't. I just need to like slowly alter things as time goes by and I'll get to where I need to go. I also think that just restricting yourself completely from anything is unhealthy. That's just not how the human brain works. And honestly, this is anecdotal, but everybody that I've ever met that is very like restrictive of the things that they do with their life is not a very happy person. So it's like, yeah, maybe if you ate only salads and fruits and took all your supplements and ate like chicken and rice and broccoli every dinner, yeah, maybe physically your body would be healthier. But guess what? Your brain is part of your body. Your mind is part of your body. Well, that could be argued, but a lot of what affects your mind is your body. So if you're putting all this pressure on your mind to help your body, that is also affecting your body. You know what I mean? Because basically what I'm trying to say is people that are really good about their diet and are really good about exercising, and that's their main focus, a lot of times their mental health is not the best. I've come to notice. But this is coming from me, whose mental health is not the best and my physical health is not the best. So I got to figure out something. And for me personally, mental health has just been its own journey. Like mental health, I feel like I have the right approach where I'm just doing what I can to help myself. I know when things are urgent and when things aren't urgent. And I just kind of go through life and do what I need to do to keep it maintained and also improve slowly over time. Whereas my body, I just have been like, eh. So I think I need to put more focus on my body. So again, everything is everybody's different. You know, everyone's going to approach things differently that makes sense to them. Everyone's body and mind are going to react differently. I didn't expect this to be like a health and fitness video. Maybe I'll put it in that category and I'll get more AdSense. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next week.